Welcome back to my channel. I got the... Usually I have a girl, so I usually say the lovely. I'm not saying the lovely for you guys.
I'm the lovely.
Welcome back to my channel. I got these two with me again. Go ahead and reintroduce yourselves.
You already know it's Money Shaq. You know, Shaq Hall.
The lovely Andre Gordon.
And we're here to talk money with you guys once again. One of our favorite topics. I mean, I think all of us share that really sincere passion for the guala. If you guys have been keeping up with everything on my channel, you will have seen them on the previous video where we were talking about the foreign exchange market. The link is in the bio. Make sure you go check that out before you get any further into this video. I think we can all agree that Forex to us, more or less, is another stream of income. And what we're going to touch on today, we want to learn about and emphasize the importance of diversifying your funds. What we're going to talk about today is how I think it's key to at least have, maybe I would say at least two, minimum, you need to have 2 streams of income. And I think what's optimal, which I can say I'm a part of now, 3 sources of income, because it makes my life so much more easier. And I think people go through life just living to go day to day. And I feel like what really kind of improved my quality of life is not having to really be like stressful living check to check and having different sources of income, and that really just changed the game for me. So I want to hear from you guys before we get any further.
No facts, man. I think you're a little bit too lenient. Me personally,
but I'm still transitioning. You're a beast, okay? You're a beast.
I get it. And I got to a point in life too where it's like, honestly, I didn't associate with nobody if they didn't have a minimum 3 sources of income. Because the way how I see it is like, you have to have multiple sources of income. For me, I'm a person, I study a lot of successful people, a lot of people who have a lot of money, because I strive to be that type of person as well too, right? So in order to be a millionaire, or whatever you want to call it, a successful person, you have to have multiple streams of income, right? The average millionaire has 7 sources of income.
I was waiting for you to say that, because that's exactly
7 sources.
You dropped that fact on me several times. I'll say one thing about Shaq, he's not lying, because you said you didn't talk to people that didn't have a certain mindset or certain sources of income. And I remember, like, I've known Shaq for about a decade now, and there was a period of my life where I'm not gonna lie, I was joking, and I didn't hear from Shaq. Like, Shaq was non-existent. But that just shows you, like, he's very serious about this. And I can say the people you surround yourselves with is gonna shape how you in turn end up being. You guys give a little bit of background on yourselves. What is it that you're involved in? What do you stand for?
Background for me is just, I'm a full-time entrepreneur and I have multiple sources of income, multiple businesses, locally and internationally. I do real estate as well too. I'm helping people get involved in real estate and, you know, building wealth for generations, not just this generation, but next generation. And that's how I truly feel like I can leave my legacy on this planet. I heard from an educator, how do you live forever? And the thing that he said that he found, the only way to live forever is leaving your legacy while you're still living. Like you're saying before, a lot of people just live this life and they only have 1 source of income. Having 1 source of income is playing Russian roulette with a full clip. And it's very dangerous because one day you can, you know, go late, lackadaisical, think you have a good job, you know, and your boss can say, I don't like your attitude. And they can inspire you, just like that.
Not even that you can get laid off. There's so many
things that happen.
That you can't account for.
A robot can replace you. Yo, we're in 2020 right now.
Bro, McDonald's is even replacing their cashiers with the touch screen.
Come on, man.
Honestly, we have multiple bills in life. How you pay multiple bills at one income? For me, from a young age, I realized I gotta find a way to make more money. Even when my mom and dad were giving me allowance, I was just like, how do I get that type of money every week or every month to pay for my lunch, pay for bus? How am I gonna look fresh for the ladies? Like, it makes no sense. I got to a certain point in my life where I said I wouldn't touch anything if it wasn't paying me multiple streams. So I first went at age 23, went into open my own car dealership. And for those who don't know, car dealerships make money multiple different ways. Shaq would be like, yo, I want a 2015 BMW, right? I asked Shaq how much money you willing to pay. He says 30K. I said, okay, cool. I go to the local BMW dealership, they sell it to me at wholesale pricing for 25K. I know I'm gonna make a 5K profit off of Shaq right off the bat. Shaq may not have 30K up front. So what does he need? He needs a loan from the bank. And I go to the bank, get a loan for Shaq. Bank gives me a dealer reserve underneath the table for $1,000, right? And I got paid 2 streams of income. Now Shaq's gonna be like, yo, I make this Shaq, you're on a BMW, you're gonna need warranty, bro. What ends up happening is, I get a warranty come for Shaq, Shaq pays $3,000, which is really only $300. Now I got paid 3 different ways.
I didn't even know they get paid that much.
I'm cheesing. I'm gonna call up my dealership right now, like, yo, what'd you get for my accuracy? For me personally, I think it can also be a little bit discouraging at first, because a lot of people get this misconception that in order to have multiple sources of income, they have to be significant sources of income. Whereas I think that that's something that, yeah, exactly, you're making that face, and that's something that people don't really realize is like, if you have this one set of income, and let's just say it's your earned income, it's your job, it's your full-time job, you're making that amount of money. If you can find a way to even muster up, let's say even $50 a week from something else, that's still an extra $200 in your pocket at the end of the month. I mean, obviously you have to kind of balance between the effort it took to get that extra money versus what it is that it's gonna produce. But at the end of the day, that's now X amount of money that's in addition to what you have already made. I want people to understand that if you can muster up a whole lot of small amounts of money through your different sources of income, together, you're still gonna have a lot more than you would have had originally with just that one stream. So I want people to dismiss that idea that, oh, this isn't a big enough stream of income, it's not worth going into. It's worth it because it's going to be in addition to what you've already had.
What's that Jamaican scene?
Every mickle make a muckle.
Yes, right?
I was gonna bust it right now.
Exactly. Tell you. You know what I'm saying?
These two right here have put me onto a lot of different types of income, but is it passive income?
Yeah.
Passive income, where it's going to be coming no matter what you do, no matter what it is. And that's a lot like real estate, because like you said, you dabble in real estate as well, and you've already put down that down payment on that house, you have your tenants in place, so for the next 12 months or the longevity of that lease, that's going to be a certain amount of money that you're seeing regardless of whether you do something or not.
Yeah.
And that is key, because you still live your life regularly how you live it for that same time span, but that's still money that's coming into your pocket no matter what. So if you can put in that work to set down a foundation for yourself where you're now getting a residual income and it's coming passively as well, you're laughing in the long run, no matter what the case is, because that's money that you didn't have to exhaust extra energy for, but it's gonna be extra money in your pocket as well. So that's key. I remember even too, like vending machines and ATMs. You put in a little bit every month, you stock that vending machine up, and I'm looking into that this year. That's one of my goals this year to get done before the end of 2020. Honestly, like those are little things where it's just like, that stuff, like you're putting a little bit of energy every now and then, and you're gonna be reaping the benefits long term.
100%.
So you shell out the money now, it might cost you maybe $400 or $500 for the vending machine and the products to go along with it to make it function on its own. But you're gonna be laughing going forward the next couple of months. I want you guys to go ahead and like drop a little bit of like gems here and there, like what you think are little things that people don't think about that are really good ideas in terms of passive income and residual income and other sources of income that people don't really stop and think about, because they're very valid. You know what I mean?
I'll go into what you said. Vending machines, that's something I got into last year, and you know, I love it. You know, it does require, you know, putting up upfront cash or whatever the case may be, but you know, those little returns that you get every single month, like, you know, the $100 to $200, and it always depends on the location, because some vending machines are producing $1,000.
True. And
it's mind-boggling to think of a vending machine producing $1,000 a month for you. True. Even if it's $20, in my opinion, it's covering bills for you. You know what I mean? That's a phone bill or something for you. You know what I mean? So long term, it's gonna pay. It's gonna pay for itself. That lump sum that you put up, you're gonna make that back, and then after maybe 2 years or a year, you're gonna be straight profited for however long the machine lasts for. You understand? So, you know, there's that. There's.
I mean, also before you even go into the next stuff, I remember like you just said, some people are discouraged by the startup fee or the initial cost of something, and you have to realize that anything worth having is going to have a cost at some point or another. And that's like, if that logic is going to discourage you from indulging in a certain investment such as that nature, why are you getting a house? Why are you buying a car? Why are you doing anything that's going to, it costs money for these things, but if you can leverage your money correctly, the things you put your money into will also pay you back in the long run. If you go put your money into a car, you're not seeing no money later on. But if you put it into something of this nature, you'll be laughing later on going forward.
Another source of income that I had too before, I used to fix phones, right? You know, long story short, I had a BlackBerry. Long story short, I broke BlackBerry. You know, I went to a store, they tried to charge me like, you know, $300. So me, the entrepreneur that I am, I just went on Google and I just, you know, found the parts, ordered it to my house, fixed my phone, and then my friend see me fix my phone, and then after I fixed hers, Googled that as well too, fixed her phone. Before I knew, I started a business. So the side hustle I created.
I remember
so long story short, create and find a side hustle. Sometimes they'll find you, but have a side hustle where you can make money additional from your income. You know, I see a lot of these girls doing lashes and makeup. I don't knock it.
I remember I was talking to a girl one time, just having regular conversation with her, and she said like a number to me. I'm like, hold up, what? How much do you make doing the lashes? and I was flabbergasted. So you'll be surprised by what you think are these little tasks and these little jobs that are here and there. They pay, and the thing is, they pay, and if you gain enough traction, any amount of money is going to be big money in long term. So you have to really get out of the mindset that, oh, this is too small, because you can make something small and make it a lot bigger if you really, really want to. That does it for today's episode, but don't worry, I'm making sure that I got them on speed dial for the future, because we're gonna be talking about money going forward. So make sure you shoot me a DM, shoot them a DM, because their information is right here. I got their tags right here below. Make sure you holler at Shaq. He's got a whole bunch more than what he's talked about today. He's got a whole bunch of ventures that we're gonna get into going forward. Make sure you stay tuned, because we got those videos coming soon as well. Andre as well, if you got any questions about Forex, even because that's what we talked about in our last video, and that's also a really good other source of income that we can touch on as well. I know for me, Forex has done wonders because it's something that I don't really have to exhaust a lot of energy, like I said in this video, and it can pay me really good dividends going forward. So if you have any questions about Forex or anything else of that nature, make sure you shoot me a DM, message them as well, and we can get it popping. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, leave the comments below, please, because I like to see them. I read them all, and I mean, they want to check them out too, you know, let them know if they're doing a really good job, because
slide in my DMs.
we're gonna be talking money a lot going forward. So they want to see it, I want to see it, and let's get this money together. Sure. And make sure you stay tuned. Peace.
Every make or make